Hello, Awifians. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening to you all, wherever you may be in the world. I hope you're well. I hope you are having a fantastic summer. It's hot here in Switzerland. Hot, hot, hot. So yeah, come join me. My name is Lilian Möller. I am the founder and CEO of the African Women's Economic and Entrepreneurship Forum, the place where we challenge the status quo for economic advancement of African women. How have you been? I hope things are working out well for you. I hope the last half of the year has been productive despite the situation. Corona did not make things possible for us. Corona has it brought out the worst of all that's within each one of us. And I hope that platforms like this help you to find answers to your questions, helps you to connect with others, helps you to keep going despite the difficult situation, because we are here for you. We really are here for you, and we do not want you to feel alone. Just message us. We'll do our best to come support you, help you in our own little way. So please take the time to share this live stream out to those who matter to you, to those who you think might benefit from this live stream. Give me a few minutes. Come back, come join me, share like you always do, and I'll be right back. Thank you so much and welcome back. My name is Lilian Möller. I hope you're well. Today we are going to be talking about African women's money mindset. It has come to the point where we have to go country by country because things are kind of identical in all the African countries. The way we see women react to to money, the way we see women react to the possibility of becoming financially free is shocking, but not shocking. It's not shocking in the right direction. There is the fear of money. There is the fear of what people will think. There is the fear of the work itself. And I know we African women as hardworking, persistent, resilient, helpful. And for some reason, I'm discovering something different, completely different from what we know of. And when it starts moving from generation to generation, that's where I think it's time to talk about it. So for those of you watching right now, I see you're watching right now with me, or those who will be watching as a replay, I really want you to share with us, share with this community, what is your mindset on money? How do you feel when you are among other people who talk about money? How do you feel when you are with people who talk about wealth, about ease of getting money, the comfort of money, the benefits of money? How do you feel about that? Is it a problem to you? Does it trigger some kind of discomfort? Does it kind of make you think, oh, money is the root of all evil? I don't want to be among this kind of people, this kind of women. How do you feel? So now let me just take some comments as I see we have comments. Hey, hello. Thank you so much, Seraphine, for joining us. Please share this live stream out and share with us. You are a popular fan here. I see the great work you're putting out there, and I really hope that we can really put out a product because of you. You're doing so much, and I hope things will work out, that we can really find something that we can really say it's because of you. So share with us what you think of money. When I tell you I'm financially free, when I tell you I'm comfortable, Does that trigger some kind of fear? Does that trigger some kind of selfishness? Do you feel snobbish? Do you feel I should shut up? What do you feel when other people or other women, irrespective of their continent, talk about wealth, talk about financial freedom, or talk about being comfortable in their lives? I really want to know, because be it in Cameroon, in Nigeria, in South Africa, in Kenya, it is now a fact that we have seen over and over that women shy away from financial freedom, women shy away from money. Meanwhile, women work so hard to make their children comfortable, their spouse comfortable, their parents comfortable, their family comfortable. But when it comes to them, as a person, as an individual, they run away. They're uncomfortable. They really literally run away. So there is this issue of not giving to ourselves. There is the issue of us not being taught of being comfortable. Not being taught of being comfortable. So really tell me, why do we have this fear of and Sasha is right here, and there was a post what one person was asking about life insurance, and her comment was she has seen so many women being killed because of life insurance. So we women, we hold back from being comfortable, from having financial freedom, from having this abundance because of what people will think, of how people will perceive us, of how people will start treating us, of we don't want to die because if we have life insurance, something bad will happen to us. This is the time for us to talk about this, because as individuals, we own our lives. Our lives belongs to us. We cannot continue to live in fear because something bad will happen to us. We cannot shut down a whole continent. We cannot deprive a whole continent of wealth because we are afraid. This is the time to start talking about wealth, to start talking about money, to start talking about our fears, so we can collectively change the way we see money, change the way we react with money, and also change the way we treat ourselves. We are maltreating ourselves to a point that there are no words. We are not capable of maltreating other people the way we maltreat ourselves. We give ourselves the least. We give more to our children, we give more to our spouse, to our families, but when it comes to us, we shy away. We run away. We run away, literally run away. This is the time to talk about it. This is the time to bring out that fear. This is the time to uplift one another, so we don't live in this fear of the other person, of the other lady, of the other woman. No, but we live in accordance with ourselves, because our lives depend on us. Our life, we have just one that was given to us. Before you're a mother, a brother, or a sister, you are an individual. You are an individual and you are a blessing. Before anything else, you are a blessing to yourself and to the Creator and to the world. So there is no reason why we should be running away from wealth. There is no reason why we should not be financially free. There is no reason with all the work you put in. You work so hard. You should get paid for that. You should get value out of that. But that starts with you, of the value that you put out there, of the value that you are asking for your worth. Do you know your worth? Do you know your worth? It's time to start asking for that worth. It is time to stop shying away. Let's see. Yeah, I see Doris is okay. Seraphine is inviting. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. Now we come in. The problem is that we women are blamed. Oh, yes. Look at the name placed on the single women. Yeah. Look at married women who preserve bad marriages because of kids. Exactly. When we were growing up, we did everything for our brothers. That is why patriarchy has ruled us for a long time. If women put all their energy, they put on everything else and exactly on everyone else, yeah. Women would rule the world because they are nurturing from childhood. We need to educate more women about this. I completely agree with you. Absolutely 100%. However, if I look at the same message that you've just put out here, you are not giving yourself the chance. You are not giving yourself the chance. This is a cultural issue that we face in Africa. This is a cultural issue. And we can start solving that problem, Seraphine. We can start solving that problem between you and I. How we see things, how we encourage each other. That's how we start. That's the education you're talking about. The culture will not change. Your parents will not change. And let's not go blaming our brothers because they are not responsible for this. They are not. It's a society. They were born in a society that favored the boys. But I think it's time for us women to start taking responsibility. And that's my tip for you today. African women need to start taking responsibility of their financial situation. No one will give it to you. No one will give you that authorization to go be the person that you want to be. No one is going to give you that freedom to be happy. Not even your children. Only you are responsible for your own happiness, for your spiritual freedom, for your financial freedom, for your emotional freedom. Only you can make that difference. Only you. And before you start complaining, before you start giving me excuses like I've heard in the last God knows how many months, I want to remind you of today's quote. Every day is a bank account. And time is our currency. No one is rich. No one is poor. We've got 24 hours each. You and I have 24 hours each. No one is rich. No one is poor. It's just what we make out of that 24 hours. What are your connections? What is your network? What is your net worth? Have you asked for what you are worth? Have you asked for equal pay? Have you tried to create a side job while you do your 9 to 5? I am a typical example. 9 to 5, non-profit, 9 to 5, non-profit, kids, God, whatever. Don't sit there. You already do all of this stuff, but the problem is you go give it for free, you go give it at a cheap price, then the person who suffers is you. Now is the time to have the courage to say, I pay myself first. Then I'll make the list of the people in my life in the order of priority. Even if it's $1, start taking that responsibility for your life. Pay yourself $1 every month, yourself first. Then you have your list of priority, your children, your spouse, your family, whatever, but you first. You first. It is your responsibility. It's time to start changing this mentality of, oh, we women, look at just the things we do. Example, you feed everybody, you feed your spouse, your family, your children, then you eat the bones. That's what we women in Africa do. Even in Europe, the women, they eat what the kids don't want to eat anymore. When the kids say, oh, I'm full, then we eat the remains. Oh, what a pleasure to feed yourself with the rest. I do it. I do it myself. But I've learned, and I learned the hard way. So please, I come here in good faith and in good spirit to tell you we are shooting ourselves in the foot, that we are not going to get out of life what we do not request for, that we are not going to be motivated. Nobody will motivate you more than you can motivate yourself. Let's take comments. I agree with you. We should not deprive our own happiness for anyone. No, we shouldn't, because no one is going to make us happy. Then we are full of resentment. Then we blame. Because of you, I was pregnant with you. I brought you to the world. I was married with you. I sacrificed my life while you were going to school. And now that you're rich, you're the da 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 da. If you could sacrifice your life while they were going to school, you could sacrifice the same life for your own life. I learned the hard way. And I believe many of my family and friends also learned the hard way, because women are not having the right discussion. Women are not having the right discussion. We are not honest with one another. We put this shining object, our lives are this, while we are suffering in darkness. It's not easy for anybody, but your happiness belongs to you. And until you start working on your happiness, you are giving people, what you're offering to people is not happiness. It's not honest. Start with yourself. Only win by empowering more girls and women economically. Yes, but they should also be willing to take the offer when we do that. I have cases when we try to offer, then they run away because of the mindset problem, because we're afraid what's going to happen if it gets too fast, too big, because of the work which is behind it. I challenge you all. Yeah. This cheating should be introduced in school before we empower economy. Yes, we should invest in education. Absolutely. But there's one thing that COVID has taught all of us, that education is not only in classrooms. Now we are living in a complete different world. In those days, yes, we must go to school. Now people are watching YouTube tutorial. People are learning from YouTube. Universities are offering their courses online. They are even free education online. So we do not even need to pay that much for education anymore. The problem here is not only the education, the problem is the culture. How do we start making ourselves aware that our culture was made at a certain time of colonialization? It has served us. And now we really have to revamp all of this thing. We really have to rethink how to make things better for ourselves, especially for the women. Not because they're the weakest ones. No, absolutely not. Not because it's a favor. No, they are the back of the economy. If we do not change things for them, if we do not empower them, if we do not give them more tools, Africa will still remain poor. It will remain poor. Because the mindset is still so ingrained in all these women. So all those of you watching today, I really, really appreciate your presence here, but you could do more. I want you to come to this platform. Question yourself how you feel when someone talks of, I have all what I need. When someone tells you, I am financially free. When someone tells you, oh, I do not have to worry about that. When someone tells you, I have a life insurance. When someone tells you, oh, this COVID has not really been a big problem for me. When someone tells you, I have made more money during COVID than expected. When someone tells you, these difficult times has been a blessing to me, what does that trigger in you? Or when you see your neighbor, this is a common thing we check in Africa. When you see your neighbor with a better house, better car, how does that make you feel? If you have a pinch somewhere, if you have a pinch, then you've got to work on your money mindset. And I bet you do. I do. Even though I have quite a lot, I do. But it's also because you and I are identical. We are the same. We have the same cultural education. We shy away. We try not to have too much because people will talk about us. We try not to have, we really run away from wealth, from opportunities that could change things for us. And I think it's time we stop this habit. We deserve it really, really badly. We really deserve it. So how do we start? How do we start changing that from within? One more comment. Let's see. Out of 54 countries in Africa, only one woman has ever become president. Why are African men intimidated by women? Exactly. But why are we women not doing a collaborative effort to put more women out there? I bet if you see this, the one woman who became the president, she was more supported by the men rather than women. Because we fear each other, because we're afraid of each other. We think the other woman will take something away from us. It's our fault. It's our fault. We are blaming men too much because we gave them our power too much. We did. I did. So don't think I'm coming here to preach the gospel according to John, whatever. I did. And probably still I am doing. That's why I can talk about it. Because we are all in this together. It's a school, it's a cultural thing which is deep down each one of us. Some people are emerging from it. Some people are beginning to think, I know where this is coming from, and I think it's not right. And that's where I am. That's the stage at which I am right now. When I get that fear or that push, and I'm like, oh my God, then I just, I said to myself, stop. You too can have that if you ask for it, if you go for it, if you put in the work. And yes, people will talk because you no longer belong to that clan that's in need, that's begging. People will talk. But there are so many who will love you. There are so many people who really love you for showing them the example that they are really looking for. To be that light that they want to follow, that example that they really want to copy. And that is my hope, that those women who have made it, that they will shine their light so bright that you too can come out of that darkness. You can. You deserve it, and you should. Believe me, it's such an amazing feeling to sit and know that in case something goes wrong, you have such an amazing network of people who will help you. Because you asked for it, because you're working hard and they see you work so hard and they ask you, how can we help? And they really mean it. And before you even open your mouth, bang, there's one help in front of you. Then there's the next help. Then there's the next help because they've seen you work for it, because you've asked for it. Not only by asking because you want to ask, you've asked for it by your actions. You've proven to the world, to yourself, that you're ready for something big. And people will help you. Doors will open. There are those who will be jealous. Of course they will. Because God is hard work. I can tell you that. Also, we should consider sexual harassment has failed so many women. In the institution, how can we fight this cause? Not many are so strong to say no. I have lost my job in the past for saying no, but how do I help? This is a big problem. We have to find people who would like to come here to help us with this. In Africa, and I think in one of the live streams, one of the speakers also said it, sex is used as a weapon against women. If you say no, they fire you. Or they use it, you say, okay, sleep, then you get money. Unfortunately, yes. But if we build other ecosystems, if we build other income streams, we will not be terrorized by this. We will not even find ourselves in that situation. But it's going to take a long time. It's going to take a long time for this to change. We might not even see this change, but we should start it. Yes, it's being used as a weapon against women. That is absolutely, you nailed it. And many women are suffering from it. They don't see the exit. They don't see the exit from this. So how can we help here? I call on anyone who has ideas, who has businesses to help these women so that we can Free one woman at a time from this trap. It's everywhere. Ooh, what is this? Okay, let's see. I have to. My computer is kind of going on reset mode. It is a trap. It's a really, really big one, and yeah, we have to do something against this. We have to work towards a better situation for women. But those who are out of that trap, please shine your light. Shine your light, take as many women out of that situation, because you know what it is. It is a difficult situation to be in. And when you have children to feed, you cannot afford to say no, because who is going to feed them? They are waiting for you. Who is going to feed them? So women give into this. Women give into this. But there will be a way. There will be a way, I'm sure. Let's talk about it. Let's have more live streams. Let's call in the politicians. Let's call in all the big names. Let's call all the directors, all the bosses, all those women out there with power. Help us. Help us. Because if we're going to change our mindset, if things are going to change, we've got to talk as women. We've got to help each other. That was it for today. I'll be here again with you tomorrow. So I hope many of you will join me. Comment, share this live stream, invite people to come join us. We need help, we need support, and we have to start taking responsibility. We can make things happen, and I'm counting on you. Thank you so much for those who joined me live, which I will say Seraphine and Wangari as well, who joined me live. Thank you so much for your comment. I hope you will come live in the coming weeks so we can talk about how we can find a solution for those women. Sexual harassment is something, even in Europe or worldwide, it exists. You've seen it yourself. But the problem is that in Africa, maybe it's even more. So how do we create financial freedom for more women so that we can reduce that gap of women who suffer from that? Thank you so much. It was a pleasure spending these few minutes with you. I will be with you again tomorrow. I have your back. I have your back. God. If I had more minutes, I would do more. But let me keep shining this light, and I hope you see it through. I hope it's helping you. I hope it's making you believe that you can make it, because I believe in you. I do. And remember, you are the star that makes the difference. Have a great evening. Bye-bye.